Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Tahir Naeem and we are studying e-commerce. So far we have got 8 lecture and today is our 9th lecture. Our topic of lecture 9 is networking device. Networking device are those devices which are used to connect different machines or computer with each other. So these are the outline of our today lectures. First of all, we will study what is network interface card, then we will move on to what is media access control, and then we will discuss hubs, repeaters, and then we will look into local area network or LAN, metropolitan area network, main and wide area network, also known as WAN. Then we will move on to LAN topologies. Then we will discuss bus topology, star topology, and rank topology. Then we will move on to bridges and switches and routers. So in this we will discuss first of all network interface card. Network interface card, basically it is a very essential component. Network interface card performs two functions. Basically whenever the data is moved in computer, inside the computer it is in a serial data. So what NIC perform, NIC converts parallel data into a serial transmission and transmission. So basically whenever data moves inside the computer, it is in a parallel form, and whenever it moves from computer to some networking, then it is transferred into serial transmission. So upon receiving, whenever data reaches towards the computer, it is, as we know from that it is in the serial form. Then it is going from serial transmission to parallel data in the perception, so that computer can understand the data. NIC, every NIC has a unique media access control address, and it is basically printed on the NIC, every NIC. So if we want to change the MAC address of any device, we have to change the NIC card. So until if we haven't changed the NIC card, then it will the MAC address will remain the same. MAC address is non-changeable physical address residing in computer. So our next topic is MAC address. So MAC address basically is, we know from the previous data, media access control or MAC address is basically a hexadecimal address. Basically consists of 12 it's basically written in a hexadecimal format, and it consists of 12 hexadecimal characters. So there are different formats of writing in a MAC address. Just 090017A9B2EF. This is one way to write a MAC address. There is another way, like if we put colon after two digits, 09:0017:A9:B2:EF. The third way is to insert a hyphen, 09-00-17-A9-B2-EF. So these are the three methods to write down the MAC address, and as we can see that MAC address may consist of digits from 0 up to 9 and letters from A up to F. So as we can see from the addresses that a pattern of 48 bits is available. If we calculate this number, it is a it consists of very huge numbers. So 2 raised to power 48 unique MAC address is possible. So it is basically it is tried to give unique number to every machines. So, Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, or IEEE, commonly known as IEEE, administer all the location of MAC address. So, whenever a company or vendor try to create an NIC card, he has to apply for MAC address from the IEEE, and IEEE basically supervise the allocation, or it supervise and administer the allocations and allocation of MAC addresses. So hub is used to connect different computer machines on LAN. Hub are control connection point using computers. It is used to connect different computer machines on LAN. So hubs are control connection point using which computer communicate. Hubs are ports, as we can. Hubs are not intelligent or dumb devices, which means that hub doesn't control the flow of data traffic. It simply forwards the data. As we can see from the figures, that hub has a ports, and we can connect to the ports. We can connect different computers with the ports, and they can communicate with each other. Hubs comes in different shapes and sizes. They organize cables and relay data signals to different computers machine setting on the LAN. Our next topic is repeaters. Repeaters is used to amplify or regenerate electronic signals. After covering some distance, the electric signals or electric pulses tend to get weaker and repeated. Repeater is used to amplify or regenerate the electric signal. It is a dumb device, means that it doesn't control the flow of data, or it is not intelligent devices. And this is the picture of a typical repeater. So local area network. So as the name suggests, the local area network is basically a connection or network within a locality, a specific locality, or we can define it as a local area network is a computer network that interconnects computer within a limited area, such as residence, school, laboratory, university campus, or office building. There are two types of LANs. We can classify LANs into two types: wired LAN and wireless LAN. So basically, wired LAN, Ethernet is the basically a basic type of wired LAN, while Wi-Fi are the typical example of wireless LAN, and these are the two common technologies used for LAN technologies. There are other technologies available in the categories of wired LAN and wireless LAN. So this is the typical picture in Ethernet card, and different machines are connected to this Ethernet card, and these Ethernet cards, and they form a local area network. Metropolitan area network, as the name suggests, that metropolitan is basically in a specific geographic municipality or a city. A metropolitan area network is also known as MAN, is a computer network that interconnects users with computer resources in geographic region of a size of a metropolitan area. The term MAN is applied to the interconnection of local area networks in a city into a single larger network, which may then also offer efficient connection to wide area network. So the term is also used to describe the interconnection of several local area networks in a metropolitan area through the use of point-to-point connection between them. So the third one is wired area network. As the name suggests, that it is the network in a wide area. A wide area network is a telecommunication network that extends over a large geographical area from primary purpose of computer networking. Wide area network is often established with least telecommunication circuit, because there is enormous cost involved, because typical one company is or one organization is not able to establish to bear such a large amount of cost. So a leased line is used to establish a wide area network. Business as well as education and government entities use wide area networks to relay data to staff, students, clients, buyers and suppliers from various locations across the world. In essence, this mode of telecommunication allows a business to effectively carry out its daily function regardless of location. The internet may be considered a vein, because in internet is basically, as we know, it's also known as a global village. So every person or every machine connected to the internet is basically part of the network, no matter where he is physically situated, physically located. So here there are typically it shows that it is a lane and it is connected to different lanes within a van. So LAN topology, first of all we will discuss what is topology. Topology is basically means a physical layout of the LAN. So first, network designer or administrator have to visualize the shape of network, or he has to draw in what shape a network should be presented or should be created. There are three different types of topologies. So first of all we will discuss the bus topology. As the name suggests, the bus consists of a single trunk line and different connectors, different computers are connected to it, just like it is basically a base, it's a shape of bus. Here it's a common shared cable and different computers are connected to this shared cable. Then came star topology. Star topology, is the name suggests, different computers are connected to each other to centralized devices. The physical outlet is like star. Just look at this, different computers are connected to a centralized device. Maybe it may be a hub, it may be a repeater, and it presents a star shaped. One is ring topology. Is the name suggests, computers are connected to each other in a ring form or circular form. As you can see from the figures, that this is the layout of a ring topology. Every computer is connected to other computer with the help of a wire, while it form a rings. So whenever this computer want to send this data to this computer, it may can send from here to up to here and this. So this is the way of ring topology. So our next topic is bridges. Bridges is basically intelligent device. Bridge is basically used to conserve the bandwidth. It is the combination of hardware and software having its own operating system. Bridge divides the larger LAN network into smaller network segments. Bridge divides the larger LAN network into smaller network segments. Bridges reads the whenever a traffic reaches to the bridge reads the MAC address of the incoming packet and compared with its own stored table, and matches the MAC address with its stored table and determine from to which segment it must be sent, and then forward it to concerned segment. So basically the basically the main advantage of bridge is that it only forwards the segment or data packet towards the intended host machine, while discarding the data, while doesn't forward to the other segments, therefore resulting in the conservation of the bandwidth. as you can see from the here, that whenever data packets arrived here in the bridge, and bridge has its own storage where it stores the different MAC address of different segments. So here we have represented the three segments, S1, S2, S3. So whenever it reads the MAC address of the incoming packet and compare with the MAC addresses stored in the bridge, and it compare the MAC address with its stored and matches it. If S1, if this MAC address is present in S1, then it forwards the data traffic to a data packet towards S1, while it doesn't forward towards S2 and S3. Thus it enhances the efficiency of the network. Switches is basically similar to bridge. Switches are basically intelligent device used to conserve the bandwidth. It has its own dedicated hardware and software, having its own operating system. So what is the difference? Basically switch and bridge perform the same function, but the difference lies in its division strategy. While the bridge divides the network into physical segment, while the switch divides the network into a virtual segment or logical segment called VLAN, or virtual local area network. So here this is the typical picture of VLAN, and VLAN basically in VLAN we can perform the groups. Groups is we can say that there are accounting groups or marketing groups in a company, or any other groups. We can create logical groups, and if we want to forward data from one group, so it reads the MAC address and forwards into this particular group, while it doesn't forward to other groups. So a basic difference between switch and bridge is the segmentation criteria. And switch basically whenever this the same principle applies here. Whenever the data packet reaches towards the switch, it matches the MAC address with its stored MAC address, and it determines to which the MAC address is present in which group, and forwards the data towards a specific group, while discarding the data, while it doesn't forward the data to the unintended or the non-distant groups. Routers are very intelligent devices. It is basically used on internet. It is a global device. There are thousands of routers placed on the internet. It is used for sending data to the machine from one remote machine to other remote machines efficiently and effectively. It is basically similarly it is a combination of hardware and software, having its own proprietary operating system. Routers divides the network into smaller subnet based on the IP address mechanism. Routers allow the data packet entry or exit into subnet is called default gateway. When data packet arrive at the router, it compares its IP address with the stored routing table and send it to shortest and efficient path towards the intended machine. Here a typical example of network 140.57, and there is another network 100. So there is a machine A in 140.57 want to send data to a machine B in the network 100. So router, whenever the data is sent to router 1 R1, as we know that it will search its routing table and find the most efficient path to towards the network 100. So here it will find that the route R2 is the most shortest path towards the network 100. So it will forward the data packet towards the R2, and R2 will forward this data towards the 100. So if there in some case, if this path is broken or not available, then it will again search the alternative path, and then it will find out that there is another path available towards the R3. So it will send the data towards the packets towards R3, and R3 will send this packet towards R4 because this is the shortest path, and R4 will send the data packets toward R2, and R2 will send the data packets towards the network 100, and here it will be given. These are the reference material from where I have prepared my lectures. Thank you. If you have any questions regarding today's lecture, please feel free to email me. I will be more than happy to answer your concern. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.